thought about running up to New Hope this evening, but I felt so bad. Mostly because I want to take videos of the inside because Virginia could not see through in the windows. I just said all of that live. We look through all the windows. I'm working on a basket. I'm working on a basket. Working on a basket. Do my Lord. Well, you know, it could go. That was just what came to mind. Oh, good grief. YouTube never sends out my notifications very fast at all, but they send everybody else's notifications out real fast.
Notifications for what?
That I'm live. I mean, I'm alive, but I'm live on here. Oh, Gypsy's here. Look at my hair. She judges my hair because she cuts it. It was really, it's got a pretty bandana wrap around it. It's had a rough day. I've had a rough day. It's had a rough day. We've had a rough day. See? There it is. There's it. See? I need a bobby pin in the worst way.
Don't have one.
I'm trying to tuck it. I'll probably never get it out of the shower now. There we go. Oh, wait. It fell. Stop. There we go. Oh, where's the other one? Y'all just come on in while I'm fixing my hair. Yeah, there we go. Okay, who else has been on TikTok and been irritated to death by the tiny. Have y'all seen that? I got Ashley and Gypsy and Ashley and Gypsy right, but it says 6. Y'all name yourself. Who is in my chat? Oh gosh. Okay, so it's all the Bollywood women getting ready for their do their marriage makeup, and I'm building a basket home that will hang on the wall for Lieutenant Dan to sit in because his legs don't work. Sorry. Anyway, so all I've seen, not TikTok but YouTube Shorts, all I've seen when they do the TikTok Shorts, you just got see YouTube hates me because I'm getting up there and I won't monetize. They hate me. Tony. Tread lightly, Tony, but hi. So anyway, all I've seen on YouTube, oh look, I've got a Freebird shirt on. Free bird, won't you fly? I'm sorry. All I've seen on YouTube Shorts, like these, you know, and it's they're getting their marriage makeup on, which is great. It's pretty. But I've seen about 10,000 of them now, and I'm kind of over it. But I don't know how to let YouTube know that I'm kind of over it. So if anybody has suggestions, I'd be great. I'd love y'all forever. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. Looking strong. Well, my upper body's doing great. My legs are crap right now. I fell again. Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Gosh, my life happened so fast now. I fell Saturday on my left hip, which used to be my good hip, but since the axe issue is my bad hip, and I fell again and hurt. My mother's sewing, so I can't tell you how bad it hurt. She laughed at that. Oh gosh. That dancing thing, you see that? And I'm like, listen, ladies, don't show the men you can shapeshift. Okay, because then they won't marry you. Well, I mean, I'm surprised I got married at all, so we'll just say that. But I'm like, and then have you ever noticed it's the homeliest ones that look the prettiest when they get their makeup on? So apparently there's hope for me. My mother's still laughing at me. There's something wrong with your hip flexor. There's something wrong with my legs. I have a disorder. It's kind of like MS. I was attacked with an axe when I was a wilderness boot camp counselor. That's a lovely story. And I ain't worked right since. But I did okay for about 10 years, and then I started, and then it took them 6.5 years to diagnose me. So doctors, right? I basically educate them, and then they bill me for educating them. I don't understand why they do that, by the way, because I taught them everything they know about I have a very rare disorder. So I fell, busted my hind end, had to lay in the floor and have a woe is me, pity me party for a second. And then I had to get pillows under my knees to get back up. Because knee surgeries, knee surgeries. Oh, I go up there every week to get my mail. But Ashley, I dropped something. I dropped yarn. I can message you. Ouch. I can message you where I am. I know you're not a serial killer. And if you are, boy, we're well prepared down here for that. So. But I can message you after this if you want me to. What do I want for my birthday? World peace. I had to say it. I'm sorry. What do I want? I haven't never thought about what I wanted for my birthday. I don't think I've ever thought about what I wanted for my birthday. Well, no, I'll take that back. I lie. I've lost enough weight now. My shirt is. I lost enough weight now that I can go and trail ride at the Smoky Mountains and some other facilities, and I won't go trail riding. Had to sell all my horses when I got this stupid disorder, so now that I've gotten through all the surgeries and lost all the weight from the surgeries, I want to go trail riding. That's what I want for my birthday. I want to go trail riding. And I might just take off with a horse. You never can tell. I'll bring him back in a few years. Well trained. I'm trying to make Lieutenant Dan a place to sit. I'm running out of glue. But anyway, everybody's seen those. I can't keep up with chat. We've got so many people in here. Yeah, you get lost, John, on me for sure. I'm in a strange place right now. My mother laughed at that too. But I am, ain't I?
Yeah.
There's strange things happen down here. This mountain has a lore all of its own. My dad's better with a story, so I'll stop there. If y'all, ever want to read a really scary thing about my area, y'all should read about the hanging of Cal Logston. That's a real interesting read right there. I believe he was wrongly killed because they thought women could not be psychopaths back then and kill. But he was escorting two women, and they didn't tell him they were going to the house to kill the man. And the other guy that was escorting, because women had to have escorts back in the day, the other guy that was escorting fled the area. And so they held him accountable. But I don't think he did it. I think he was wrongly killed because they thought women couldn't kill, but the women were talking it up. And then he said that things would happen 100 years after his, was it 100 years? It was 100 years after his death.
That's
If
when
they,
buried over there
yeah,
by
behind the
that,
high school, yeah, or behind the elementary school. He said in 100 years, if they hung a innocent man, that a lot of things would happen. And guess what? They did. So, does your mom and dad have room for one more? I don't know. We're wedging her pretty good right now. Oscar's so spoiled. He cried all day to come back down. Of course, I had some stuff. I always go up and get my mail, and I had some stuff to do. And I'll post pictures of the big canvases I worked on. And Lieutenant Dan, make your legs do that funny thing at the end. There we go. But I go up about once a week to get my mail and stuff. Glue your little butt down. Thank you. No, your leg's supposed to dangle the other way. Thank you. Lieutenant Dan is not cooperating. Maybe he needs to be sitting on something. I mean, he's stuck there. He ain't moving, but I should have put a popsicle stick under his butt. That sounded really weird. Trying to make him sit forward instead of lay back. Do you have a popsicle stick specifically for Lieutenant Dan's butt?
I've got.
She didn't catch that.
I've got the smaller ones. What are they?
They're popsicle sticks, Mom. The big ones are the craft sticks.
Okay, popsicle sticks. Yeah, okay. I've got popsicle.
Somebody did a face palm when you did that.
What?
Somebody did a face palm when you did that. Oh my goodness.
A face what?
A face palm. You live in Morgantown. It's a weird place. Morgantown wire. Hi, Mom. Listen, I am not that old, young or old man. You. West Virginia. That's why you understand me so well, because we have the same dialect, though. Oh, Chef Rawat can go away. Ashley, can you change the chat? I'm tired of these weird men. You're weird men. You weird. Like, if you was bulls, I'd castrate you and then I'd put you in the freezer. Y'all need to learn how to behave. Go bother somebody else. I'd rather be in Webster Springs. West Virginia's pretty country, but boy, man, it's desolate. But if you're from there, you love it. But boy, man, it's desolate. I don't know if he's trying to be funny or snotty, but I didn't want to figure it out. I don't have time. But anyway, so I've been getting schooled on this Indian woman's makeup routine because it's been all over YouTube, you know, and it's driving me nuts because now I can't go anywhere with a song singing in my head. It's not. I think they're gorgeous. I love their makeup. I even like the little nose rings that goes up to their ears, and it's pretty. It's not letting me. Well, Mr. can just be quiet for a minute. Boba Fett. You're a grown person with the name Boba Fett. Go watch Star Wars and shut up. But I mean, they're pretty women, and they're, you know, but I don't know. Now even American women are doing it, but the American women don't understand the significance of the jewelry and the, you know, and I'm kind of like, oh, back off. We're going to get in another one of them hate-filled fights. Oh, back off, women. But go watch. The ones that look the homeliest at the beginning are the prettiest ones at the end. I guarantee it. You're going to see it, and you're going to be like, there's hope for me. I'm going to do this. But I guess a couple people have done it that I guess should not have done it. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. And it was not nice, apparently. And, oh, I thought I dropped my glue gun on my leg. That would hurt. But now all I hear in my head is like, and y'all just need to go. If you have not seen this, you need to go and find it. Just type in, gosh, what would you type in? Indian wedding makeup. Something pop up, but they go, and they're all putting on their makeup, and their makeup's changing. And then they do this little twist thing at the end, and then they're in full garb. And I'm like, it was cute the first 1,000 times. Now it's not anymore. I'm over it. But trends do that, I guess. They only last for so long. But I mean, everybody's cashing in on this one. Brittany Alexis did a new video today. Jason is that Benoit? Did I say it right? Benoit? Brittany Alexis did another video today, and I bet you it's a funny one. Because she's always funny. I haven't got to watch it yet because y'all, I had to take a nap. I'm an old woman. My mother laughed at that too. Y'all seen her beat me at the eyelash race. I can't. I've got 4 hair bows in my hair. I don't know how it's going to come down. I don't know if I'll find them all. Oh, Ashley found the button. Ashley found the button. Now, only my peeps can talk to me that's been here for a certain amount of time. So, okay, now we talk about the really interesting stuff. Did you know, in New York, every major college in New York had protests. But did you know that none of the protesters arrested went to any of the schools in New York? One of these things is not like the other. So all the people that were wanting to go to school were very upset because they're like, my graduation got canceled. NYU did have their graduation though. So, you know, good for them. But all the other ones canceled everything because they were too scared of these stupid people that don't even go to school, that don't even belong there, that are just being little hellions and causing other people pain. So New York's trying to find a way to deal with the problems. They're now going to go into negotiations with these buttholes. You ever tried to negotiate with a biting dog? It don't ever work. No, I'm not kidding. That's what they're going to do. So Cash Jordan has a channel. His name is Cash, like money. Cash Jordan. He has a channel. He lives in New York, and he is basically telling you the inside scoop on New York. Very, very smart young man. Well, he's not young. He's got kids, but very smart man and a very good journalist. He was a apartment salesman. He did leases and stuff, and now he does this, and he's great at it. And I'm dropping everything. And the eyelash race was an impromptu sit down. Let's just try to get through this. I needed to laugh, and it did not go well. Those things don't work. Don't waste it. Well, I mean, if you are used to using glue, they'd probably be fine for you. I was looking for a no glue option, and they said that there was a no glue option. They lied. Lied like a dog on the porch. Anyway, so no one that has been arrested goes to school. So all these people that don't go to school are stopping all these other people that actually want to go to school. They're paid actors. They're absolutely paid actors because none of them have jobs. Half of them don't have any identification on them. Smart. But, when they give false information, why don't they charge them with criminal impersonation and just put them in jail? Let them think about what they've done. But they won't do that because there's money somewhere. Money. It ruins everything. So now this Cash Jordan, who is trying to raise children in New York and is thinking about, may not be able to be here much longer because of all this crap that's going on. He is trying to get it out there to Americans so they can see what's going on because the news is not telling the story. So he's really trying. So if you have a moment, go and watch Cash Jordan. He's got a whole bunch of subs, but he is doing some important work. Go and catch one of his I'm out of glue again. Go and catch one of his videos because they're awesome. They're awesome. Oh yeah, well they say they're not paid actors, but they all have the same Jiffy Pop tint, and they all can say the same 5 words and the same 3 talking points, and then they cry like a baby and run the other way. I'm just not impressed with them. Just not impressed with them. But New York is a testing ground right now to see what they can get away with in our country and what we will tolerate. Well, now they know that we will negotiate with terrorists. Great move, Alvin Bragg. Boy, they named you wrong. You ain't got nothing to brag about. So New York is what the U.S. is going to become. So whatever happens in New York, get ready. Here it comes. It's coming for you and me. That could be a song. We should write a song. But it's going to be a doozy whopper. I'm here to tell you. Because the people don't even know what they're saying. They don't understand the conflicts. They don't understand the rules over there and the laws over there. They don't understand that most of them, if they were to go over there, they would be beheaded. But you can't tell anything. You can't tell them that because they're so smart. So smart. You know how that goat that gets its head stuck in the fence every day is so smart? That's those people. They're so smart. Oh, Lord have mercy. And then they want everybody's problem to be there. We've got to share all our problems. No, we don't. We don't have to share everybody's problems. Sometimes we can just go home, sit down, shut up, and just say, deal with it yourself. So, I don't know. It's just been irritating to watch people that wanted to graduate that now never got to walk across a stage and have that moment that they worked so hard for, even though they were probably, silver spoon babies and, still, they worked hard. They deserve that moment. But y'all, if you think somebody else's problem halfway across the world that you know nothing about, that you were not born early enough to understand, is your problem, you're going to have a hard life. You're going to have a hard life. Half of them, if you took them out on a farm, wouldn't know to shut the gate that you opened. Just saying. They're not so smart. Let's see. Well, Leba Cats, I think that too. But as more people have traveled and moved and relocated, we're getting a lot of blue people here. I'm blue. I'm sorry. And I just don't think we have the gutspa that we need to take care of our place. I just don't. I met a farmer today in the road, and Lord help me if he watches this. Sorry. Parked in his driveway with his hay fork in the road, and I was coming down the road. I had to just creep to a crawl to get past him. And I was coming up, and I was like, man, he put his hay fork way in the road. And then he just started to dart across the road in front of me, and I had to honk. And I was like, and so I told my dad, if any of your neighbors said somebody went, it was me. It was me. Because I was like, you idiot. I don't care if you do live next door. I'll tell you if you do something stupid. I expect the same from you, too. But I mean, we got some silly people moving in here. People that don't know what. She came in and she said, well, my fiance made me these pancakes made from this real rare syrup that you can only buy in one place here in the South. It's sorghum molasses.
Sorghum molasses.
She goes, but I took one bite and it was so thick I couldn't. I said, it's not sorghum molasses. I said, it's sorghum molasses. And I said, you don't eat straight sorghum molasses unless you grew up with no shoes on, wearing overalls that got from your brother, and you smoked Pall Malls around the potbelly stove at Rice General Store. That's the only people that can eat straight sorghum molasses. She said, well, what good's it for? I said, it's a sugar substitute, honey. I said, it's made from cane. She didn't know what cane was. And I said, I stopped there. I'm not your teacher. But she thought it was like he was taking her to he took her to an Amish settlement and he bought her sorghum molasses. And she was stupid enough to pour it straight on her pancake and take a golly whopper bite and about choked herself. Which, honestly, I probably would have paid money to have seen, but that's beside the point. My mother laughed at me again. Oh, she's that one that's from Joyzy. Well, she's the one the second time. The first time I came in, I was super nice to her because I was like, oh, we got a new one. Okay, be nice, Elizabeth. Be nice. Hi, what's your name? How you doing? Do you like it here? Well, okay, well, we're glad to have you. And then the second time I come in, just to be funny, I said, hey, do you have an accent yet? She said, oh my God, no, I'd never talk like you people. I don't like you anymore. I don't like you anymore. And then when I told her I had mastoiditis, she's the heifer that wrote down mastitis, and somebody thought I was a dairy cow in trouble. Mastitis. It's really simple. But that kind of, she was a nurse, y'all. She was a nurse. That was a nurse. Yeah, I can take sorghum with a little bit of butter on a biscuit. Yeah, but no, I mean, I didn't grow up smoking Pall Malls, but I grew up around it enough to know I can brace for it. She could not brace for it. But I guess he kind of said, oh yeah, I'm gonna this really rare syrup, that these people make, and he made it sound like a big deal. She should have just smacked him. But I mean, she was stupid enough to think it was sorghum molasses. My mother's laughing about that too. I can't believe. Do you know that she rents her pocketbooks? Like you rent a car, like you lease a car. She leases her pocketbooks. She carries them like this. It's right here at all times. I rented it. It was $4,000. Okay, have y'all seen those people on the YouTubes that Mary Kate? You've seen that, how's what is it? How's Brenda pregnant again? Yes. Have you seen those people? I love them. Oh my gosh. It's the Stanley Cup people. They nailed it. Southern women that carry Stanley Cups. They nailed it. I love them. I refuse to let her handle my health anymore. So that's how much of an idiot I think she is. But so she comes into the room where I'm seeing my doctor, and I said, get out, because she's not supposed to have anything to do with my medical care, because she about killed me because she thought mastoiditis was mastitis, and that wasn't an emergency. Okay, it got so close to meningitis last time. She's the heifer, not me. But anyway, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. It derailed completely. What was I saying? She's an idiot. I had great nurses, and I've known great nurses, and one of the nurses that was a local nurse, her grandson was my best friend my whole life. And he and her, he and she and him, what's the words, Mom? They. Well, I was trying to give them each an honorary nod. They were interviewed for like Appalachian nurses that went back for like 100 years because she was like 93 years old. And they were both, she was a nurse, her daughter was a nurse, and he was a nurse. And so it was a trilogy of nurses in a family in Appalachia, and it's in the Library of Congress. And I need to find the link for you because I'm so, and my friend passed away a couple years ago. I miss him. Well, almost 2 years ago. And I'm proud of him because that's one of the last things he did before he got really sick and passed. And there was know-how. There was care for the patient. And one day I told the doctor that his nurses needed to stop being so open-mouthed when patients was in their room. And he said, why? And I said, because they're talking in there about everything and singing songs that don't need to be sung if there's children back here. And I said, it just concerns me about, what some of them's behavior. And I said, then I come in here and they think I've got something wrong with my dairy facilities. Mom laughed at that one too. And I said, it's my ears and my brain. And he said, well, what do you mean? And I said, bring him in here. And he lined him up. And I said, you rent your pocketbooks and that one costs $4,000. You got to keep it from getting scuffed for 3 more months or you won't get all your money back. You never got married because of the pandemic, but sometimes you put on your wedding dress and you go in your backyard and you have a picnic with your husband. Hey, I'm not judging, but I would have just sold the dress, got my money back. You have a boyfriend that is a leap year. And this year, you're actually going to have a birthday party for him. You took 2 cats from a patient, and all they did was pee in your house, and you got mad. And then you took them to the Humane Society. And they're all sitting there going, oh, how do you know all this? I listen, and you run your mouth. Well, they've shut up significantly since I've been back. Because I guess they know I listen. Who wouldn't listen sitting in a doctor's office? They might say something about you. I want to know if I'm dying. I'm listening. I have got the saddle of a circuit riding doctor. And we've looked and looked and looked to try to find who he is. But it had all his, well, some of it I've had to throw away because it just disintegrated. It had medicine and the old syringes, and it was really neat, but it just got so bad we had to throw it away. I tried to give it to the Museum of Appalachia. Nobody would take the darn thing. So it's on my back porch. And every time I look at it, I think, well, somebody that was a good man sat in that saddle every day and probably walked bow-legged the rest of his life, but he took care of a whole bunch of people. But yeah, that saddle on my back porch is from a circuit riding doctor. Yeah, it's neat. And I still kept one of his little saddlebags. It still got some of his paperwork in it, but his name is nowhere to be found. And it was just in the downside of Kentucky where he rode, and so I've been trying to figure out who he was. But that's like been a dead-end trail. Normally I can dig something up, but I have not been able to find nothing on this man. But I have his saddle. Libby Cats is dying laughing and saying, I cut through this and now it won't break. Y'all, I'm sitting on a metal chair. Ow.
Put a pillow on it.
I've got a pillow on it, and it's still ow from where I fell last night. But anyway, what was I talking about? New York. Anyway, New York's not negotiating with these people. Mistake number 1. You kick a biting dog, you don't feed it. So we're negotiating with terrorists, and they have $1 billion of unpaid parking tickets. But it's more important for Alvin Bragg to go after people's personal and private lives and make them seem like a saga that everyone should want to be drawn into when it's no one's freaking business. And the statute of limitations was up way before he even there's no way that should be in court. Not like I'm a huge Trump or nothing, because Warp Speed did not make me very happy at all. We'll just say that, okay? Warp Speed was but y'all, when it's out of the statute of limitations, you can't file charges. You can't press charges. It don't matter who you are or why. You can't. And so they're breaking our law down. They're breaking our law down, and they're doing it because they're coming after us next. He didn't lie about that. We're next. Okay, I've seen it with my suit against that meth head woman that tried to kill me. Oh, heifer. They're breaking down the courtroom. I mean, it was a hug a thug program when I was a parole officer, but now it's real bad. Now it's real bad. So you just wait. They're going to start changing laws. Well, and they did change a law for that old, ugly, weird woman that went after Trump. What was it? Which store was it? I don't know. A store that probably Trump would never be in. They did. She and a committee of women changed the law so the next day she could file against Trump. Now, do you think that was legit? If you have to change a law to do something, do you think it's really legit? Because if something that bad happened, don't you think you would have took care of it immediately? Some women need a little bit of push or a little help from somebody, but most women march right to the police station and say, "Excuse me, sir, I need to report a crime." But if you go and watch her earlier interviews and see what she named her trees outside, you'll know all you need to know about that one. I'm not telling you what she named her trees. You will smack me.
Oh, okay.
She said, "Oh, okay." So it's just like they're already starting to really screw up our. Well, it's been screwed up for a while. Let's just be honest. But they're really getting their heels in now. It's getting pretty bad. Now, where to stick you? I think I have enough coconuts and something else. What else do I have in the back? I have greens. Let's do green. I'll show you. I've almost got them done. I'll show you when I get them done. But they're going to and these people that they had to bum rush them out of, they had to break the doors, take them out of a building they had overtaken. I'm sorry, you're not peaceful protesters if you've overtaken a building and run people off and you're living in their abode. No, that's breaking and entering and a whole bunch of other stuff. But they just let these people move in. They finally rammed out all the doors and took them out. But now the building has got to be fixed before the people that live there can go back. It's just like, how stupid can we be? We're reverting back to it. Yeah, well, if anybody ever thought Cro-Magnon man didn't exist, I guess you figured out he did now. There's a whole bunch of people out there acting like a Neanderthal. I believe in Bigfoot now, because if man can go this stupid, they sent him out there probably stupider. You hear my dog snoring? That's hilarious. I'm trying to get colors in certain places, but it's difficult. Difficult. Ashley, are you keeping up with my songs? That was Olivia Newton-John, by the way. Ow, that was my thumb. Huh? Did you what?
That comes from that gets let's get physical.
Yes, my mother got my music pun.
I did aerobics with that one.
You did aerobics with that one.
Yes.
Naughty.
It was just the beat of the music.
Oh, you never watched the video?
No.
Okay.
Just the music.
Oh, we got Colin in the house. You missed a good one, Colin. That was funny. Did any of y'all hear that? That was a funny conversation. If I ever burn myself or something, I normally break out in a song. But for months, my hair was growing before I shaved my sides. That Gypsy cried over that. I feel bad. But I would swing my hair around and go, hair, long, beautiful hair. And I never could remember what song that was, but Ashley figured it out. Ashley's pretty good at figuring out my songs when I break into song. Because I do it quite often. Pick that up and drop it right straight back down. This flower is in my way. Hey, Colin, I'll do you one better. I fell on my hind end last night and my left hip. I'm sitting on a pillow and I'm still hurting. Oh, dude, I could have done that. I could have done that. I had little Indian earrings. I missed complete opportunity there. I mean, they're beautiful when they do that, but Lord have mercy, can we stop? It's been done 50,000 times. That's empty. Hey, I'm getting through this, Mom. Eventually, you'll have your basement back. I don't know what that is. Did I get a soldering gun? I've almost got Lieutenant Dan ready. Your mom taught you how to knit. I can't even knit. Well, I can crochet a little bit to do a granny square, but I can't really knit. Yeah, because my fingers don't always work. This is actually turning out pretty cute, although it's making my hiney hurt quite a bit. Okay. So the next time y'all see that, okay, you can think of me, and it'll be stuck in your head for 5 years.
Okay.
I guarantee you every man in the world is going to go over to India to get a wife now because they all are gorgeous. And I just can't stop singing the song. I don't know why, because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't think it's a good song. Roy, do you think it's a good song? Roy doesn't think it's a good song. I still have a little bird around here somewhere. I set him somewhere so I could use him, and we all know how that goes. He's around here somewhere. I brought him down here. I was going to use him on something. Doggone it. Okay, now I'm hyper fixated on finding my bird. Here, birdie, birdie. Here, birdie, birdie. Oh, I bet you I've smashed him. Bird. My bird flew away. I put Posty on that. Oh, I thought I found him. Doggone it. I have to look for him now. I lost my bird. I've been to Sri Lanka and watched elephants. Doggone it. Did you catch it on camera? Okay, what was I supposed to catch on camera? You just, I talk too fast. Oh, the fall? No, I did not, but I would totally send it in for America's Funniest Home Videos if I had, because like my leg bent in 3 places. I look like one of those contortionists. It was uncomfortable. And then I hit my left hip pelvis socket, the one that has bursitis in it, smacked that flipping floor. Oh, Lord. It hurt. And I'm not what they would call geriatric yet, but I consider myself that already, okay? So we'll just get. Do you need to snore that loud? Do you hear him snoring? Do you want to hear him snore? Do you want to hear him snore? Did you hear that? That was fun. That was my dog. What are those? My shoes are on my feet. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, now I gotta fill this other side with something, but what am I gonna fill it with? I've almost got this done. I'll show you. It's pretty. That was in my jewelry box. It's just taking me a moment because I cleaned up the other day and now I can't find anything. You know how that goes? Did you hear Oscar snore? He's snoring like a little pig. On the way down here today, he fell asleep. About 2 times ago, I went up the mountain. I think the first time I went up the mountain, he was falling asleep in the passenger seat. And I had to hit the brakes at a curve because a woman came around really fast at that, that sharp curve going back up to the cave. And Oscar fell on the floorboard. And I thought, well, I ruined him from traveling ever again. But no, he's got back in and he's happy to go. And I think it's because he comes down here. But he mowed the other day with Dad. And so Dad is now his favorite person. So I've lost my dog to my father because my dog thinks my father's way cooler than I am. He's got all the farm equipment. What can I say? Oh, I've watched the bridge on the River Kwai. I actually did. I watched it with the Murphy. What is it? What was his name? It was Murphy guy. I knew it. Ready. What was his name? Doggone it. I hate when my brain doesn't work. I did a book report on that. And that was a sad freaking story, man. I cried for a long. I was reading a book and crying. I do that though. I read books and cry all the time. Don't feel bad. It happens. He just looks like he sat down in an English garden, and I think it's adorable, but it needs more zhuzh. Let's see if we can zhuzh it up a little bit more. Well, I'm going to burn myself. Got $20 in my pocket. See, I'm breaking into song again. That's not supposed to be, that's supposed to be over there. Thank you. Gosh darn it now. Stay where I put you. Okay, anybody catch that song? It was an elephant orphanage. I did not know that. Boy, Valerie Voles made me read that, and it was this. It really got to me. That was. She made us read the book, and then we watched the movie. Now I'm one of the people that will read the book and then watch the movie, like the teacher tells me. I'm one of those people. And so I read the book and had already cried, and I knew I was going to cry when we watched the movie in school. So I just went ahead and told everybody, I'm fixing the ball. Say something, I'll punch you. But I did. I cried like a baby. So, what was the Murphy guy's name? What was his name? Oh my gosh, the guy that played him in the film. I thought you was going to throw me something that like had an answer on it. What in the world are you doing? What was that about?
Pulling the desk. Well, string it off.
So she goes, and I'm like, what are you doing, Mom? A flapper. Couldn't get into Second Temple because my wife was dressed like a slapper. A slapper. He said a slapper, but he meant a flapper. Was it a flapper? Or am I getting that wrong? Was that Mouse? What was she dressed as? Do we want to know? Is this why she doesn't watch my videos? I know all her secrets. Oh, Lord. I'm going to meet Colin's wife one day, and I'll be like, hey, you remember that time you went to... She's going to be like, honey? I'll do it out of politeness, though, I swear. I'm running out of glue, man. Ow. My hip hurts. Flapper. Okay, we've apparently we're all laughing. We had to stop at that. I hope you meant flapper. Like one of those women that wore the little shimmy. Yeah, okay. Or maybe a flapper is something I don't know yet. Put it in my vocabulary. What is it? Build my vocabulary. Colin. What is your middle name? What is your middle name, Colin? Tell me, what is your middle name? Oh, my hip. Oh, my hip. I wanted a middle name so I could say your whole name. Colin Wise. That was naughty. He said that they thought his wife was dressed like a prostitute. But he just said she was dressed like a prostitute. I was like, you don't say that about your wife. Now I have to take a solemn vow of silence if I ever meet her, because I'm gonna have to like put that one way back in my head now, because that will randomly pop out like a Tourette's moment. You know it. Oh, hi, your husband said you look like a prostitute when you went to see the elephants. Oh, it happened. You know it happened. Gypsy put a bunch of roses on the screen and said, roses for your mom.
Thank you.
Colin said it was embarrassing. Well, was she really dressed that bad, or was it just bad for their standards? Because they're pretty snooty patooty over there. Unless you're, unless you're that. I can't stand, I mean, the music is what got me, and it can't stop. It's getting to me, people. I don't know who thought that song, but I'd like to smack them real hard. Not violently, just politely smack them real hard. Well, I used all the flowers off of that. Look at that. That's all that's left on it. There's a little bit of lavender, though. I'll post photos on Heather Moon's. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Colin, we need to be Facebook friends. Don't fall. That way I can always get the dish. My parents sang happy birthday to Sabrina today, by the way. It was funny. Dad sang it, and then Mom said the and many more part. That was funny. It was cute. Somebody better buy this little thing, because he sure has eat up a ton of my flowers. I need another flower in there so he won't eat all of these. Crafting's hard. And I'm out of the not crazy looking flowers, because I like the crazy looking flowers. That doesn't surprise y'all, I'm sure. I will in just a second. I'm almost got it done. Hang on. I've got one spot in it that needs flowers and something. Let me finish it on my nose. Okay, hang on. I'm almost done. Hang on. Hold your britches. Ow! My hind end hurts. I don't recommend falling, especially on hard linoleum floor. It hurt a lot. Thank goodness it wasn't the side I sleep on. It still hurts a lot. Okay, I'm wanting to sing that. Y'all go, when you get done with this, and you get to see the fox that I'm making here. What does the fox say? I used to work. Here's a story for you. I used to work with Megan Fox's father. No lie. Scout's honor. How do you do that? How do you do that? I don't know. Anyway, let lightning strike me if I'm lying. His name's Frank. And they didn't have a really close relationship, but he really did not like Brian Austin Green. We'll just say that. But anyway, he kind of lost his daughter in Hollywood, and we were all kind of sad for him because he was the sweetest man ever. He really was. But we would pick on him when that song came out, What Does the Fox Say? I would just call his office, and he would answer, and I'd go, What does the fox say? And he would go, Yip, 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 yip. And he was like 60-something years old. I got the biggest kick out of that. I mean, that made me happy. So we would call him at least twice a week. His daughter's crazy. And he didn't have much raising her. He funded all that. He was a probation and parole officer in East Tennessee. Not far from Knoxville. And I got to eat. And he provided the funding for her to go on all her modeling trips with her mother and stuff. And then she got big and wealthy and rich and kind of ditched the whole family. She deserves a spanking out behind the woodshed, if you ask me. Because her daddy was a fine man and she won't have nothing to do with him. He was the sweetest man I ever met. Funnier than I don't know what. But he would do that. What does the fox say? And he would just go crazy. And you could always count on him to absolutely be the ham at any meeting. And if somebody got sour, he would be the absolute savior of the meeting. And it would turn out okay. He was the sweetest man. He's not dead, I say wasn't, but I'm not around him anymore, so. Although I could probably still call him and say, what does the fox say? And he would go, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, because that was a big thing back in the day. Oscar, you're snoring like a hog. Honey, you're rooming with somebody else tonight. You gonna keep that up. He doesn't care. Okay, I need a punch of color. I swear, I'm literally 99% done. Oh, did you? That probably made her day. When I was talking to her, she had her unicorn hat on so that if anybody took pictures, she would have a unicorn hat on for the day. Because she likes to do things like that. She doesn't like a lot of photos and stuff, but she was like, I've got my unicorn hat on in case they try to take any pictures I'll be today. Which I think is adorable. And then I think she got a unicorn. No, she got a cow pillow because I called her a heifer. That's what it was. She got a cow pillow because I called her a heifer. I said, see, I always told you he's a heifer. I call her heifer a lot, though. It's a term of endearment. Ow. What you looking for?
Sorry.
Godzilla attack. Yeah. I need to shut up and go to bed. It's a dark cloud above us. Okay, cut it in two. There I did it. Gosh almighty. They made this stuff tough. Ow! Something poked me in my shoe. Hang on, I swear I'm just having a difficult time. Hang on, it's almost done. Money and fame do weird things to people. I guess if I had money and was slim, I'd rule the world, but probably wouldn't be a very good person. So I guess we should all be very happy that I'm dirt poor and fat, because the havoc I would wreak. Let's just think about that for a second. Don't be shy. Think about it. It would be horrible. Y'all know it would be. Alec Guinness. What was the guy's name the Murphy guy that played him in the movie? What was the Murphy guy's name that played the guy on the river, bridge on the River Kwai? Audie Murphy.
Is it?
Audie Murphy. If you had money, you wouldn't tell anyone. You couldn't even not tell me you had a sand pump, a sand filter. You need to rethink that. I about smacked myself in the head with that. Oh, well, thank you. I'm sorry. We just have so many trolls, and they say some really vicious things that I had to do that. But I appreciate you signing in to say howdy. You don't feel obligated to always come back. I mean, I hope you do, but don't feel obligated to have to. But I appreciate you doing that. I'm crafting and keeping it a surprise from everybody. And Gypsy's probably fixing to have an absolute heart attack because I won't show her what I'm doing. I thought I had another flower somewhere. Oscar, if you snore any louder, honey, you're going to suck the walls down. Oh, here's something. Never mind, I found something. Oh, I found one. I found two. I'm getting so weak I can't do this. So I start physical therapy twice a week next week if she doesn't think my hip's too messed up, because I've been falling a lot, and it's because during all this stress, I lost almost 15 pounds in a month, and it was basically lean muscle. So I've had some very hoopty-hoo, I'm going to fall and nobody catch me, I'll squish you like a bug moments. It's been kind of rough in my world lately. So, well, I thank you. Well, I thank you for visiting just this once, though. Makes me feel special. Okay, I'm fixing to show you this. I think this may be my last flower. If it pops just the right color. Yeah, I did. Okay, let me fix my vine. My vine is slinking. Hang on. I'm about out of glue again. How do I go through so much glue? It's like a big issue that I can't seem to fix. Oscar! Lord, my dog is driving me nuts. Okay, let me move my glue gun. Because I don't want to burn myself. Because I will. Because I do about 3 times a week. Oh, my butt hurts, man. Okay. Are you ready for Lieutenant Dan? You lost your leaves. For Lieutenant Dan and his new home, I'll let Mom pick first. Cute. Cute. Melinda Kay. Cute. She won't even do it with me, and she's watched it. That's Lieutenant Dan and his little home. And I'm going to put a hanger on the back so he can be hung on the wall. It's Lieutenant Dan. I mean, it's not the camera angle. Hang on. Lieutenant Dan. It's a little fox. He's supposed to be a wind chime, but his legs are useless. That's why I call him Lieutenant Dan. So this can hang on the wall. Lieutenant Dan, but you got no legs. He does have legs, though. They just barely work. They didn't jingle dingle, so I just said he can just sit here. It looks kind of like his legs are crossed, though. Sassy. He's sassy. Isn't he pretty? I'm going to put a hanger on the back of it so they can hang it on the wall. if I don't break it before then, knowing my last few rodeos here have been a little. Ow, can you reach around here? Maybe. Anyway, I'm dropping lots of stuff lately. And it's where I've lost all that muscle and my body's confused, but I'll build it back. So they give me back an old physical therapist lady who worked me like a mule in the fields. And I know she's going to be good for me, but it makes me also kind of want to cry. But I mean, she did a lot of good for me last time. It makes me want to cry. Stay up. Okay. Sprays. I want sprays. Thank you. I want it all hanging down. I want it spraying it. Thank you. Thank you. Now we need more moss. I'm on a moss kick, y'all. Okay, so I figured out what my mods are getting. I ain't going to show you. I ain't going to show you. I need my thing down here. I'm not going to show you a. Hi, simple girl. Don't fall. I'm not going to show you a sneak peek. I'm just going to send it to you. I'm going to get them all made. So as y'all receive things, shh, don't tell anybody else. And then when I get them all sent out, I'll say, okay, they're all sent out. Then y'all can share. But I figured out what I'm going to make y'all. I always make them something for putting up with the torment of the people that are not nice. He needs moss. Because moss makes it look like he's been there for a while. I mean, he can't walk, so obviously he's been there for a while. I love this moss. I've used it on everything lately, and it seems to be going pretty good so far. My hind end hurts. Oh, you fell, just like I did yesterday. How'd you feel? Are you okay? Do I need to call EMS? Are you good? It's the mom's wedding soiree. Hey, listen, women are feral when you mess with our children. Are we not, Mom? So we will create very tragic occurrences in your life. Now, I'm not saying anyone should, but moms are feral if you go after their kids. Because listen, I wasn't in labor for 30-something hours, for just nothing. That hurt. So if you're going to mess with that, I'm probably going to hurt you back. Okay, I've got a lot of moss on them now. Hang on, I've got to get one more drapage over here. Okay. Whoa, don't tip over. Don't you go flying, Lieutenant Dan. I really like this moss. It sticks, and then people can take it home if they don't like it. They can pry it off, and if they do, they can just work with it. Work with what you got. Okay. Now, there he is with his moss around the top. I like the moss around the top. Lieutenant Dan. Oh, he needs a butterfly. You need a butterfly. I have pretty ones. Where are they? Found him. Bam, whoop. And he jumped right out in my hand. It was meant to be. These little are so pretty. These little butterflies are so pretty. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to stick them? Stick them right there. Oh, please don't let this drop on my leg. Mama's glue gun. This is Mama's glue gun from how it's old. What decade's it from?
Who knows?
She said, who knows? It means business now. It will burn you through. I've got blisters on my pinky. I lost my thumbprint for a week, and this finger's healing now. Okay, I put a butterfly in there with him. I think that's cute. I think I'm done. Oh, my back. I think I'm done. I've sat here as long as I can. Oh, Lord. I like the moss. The moss is something that's really gravitating toward me. And I don't have any hangers down here, so I'm going to have to put it on up there with E6000. Oh, wait, no, B7000, because I buy the generic. But I do have or I had them. Did I leave them at home? Oscar, could you not? My dog is killing me. I may have to make a hanger off the thing there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, he has to have a hanger. Can we buy your spirit catchers from the UK? Yeah, there's certain things I can't put on them if I send them across seas. It has to be tanned or sanitized bone. I can't send some things that I put on them here. But yes, you can. If you want to email me at watersworkload@gmail.com or watersworkload@gmail.com, we can talk about it. The shipping's a booger, man. But I've got a lot of gnomes in Ireland and Scotland, which I take pride in because that's where they belong. I'm fixing to do another rattle with this little raccoon's skull. And then a couple things I made I can't show you because it's what I'm going to make my mods. So I can't show you that. But, ow, that turquoise earring got me. But I am steadily working on stuff. And I did some beautiful canvases today. Why does my ribbon fall all the way down here? It's supposed to stay up here. Now I look like I have a unicorn. And I'll post those in the community post as soon as we get done here. Yeah, shipping from the US to UK is... I've done that before. But I can squeeze stuff into a box and not waste any ounce of shipping. I'm one of those people. Oh, the shipping's work. Well, thank you. Yeah, if you email me, watersworkload@gmail.com, we shall talk about it. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'd have to send a ton of pictures, or you'd have to tell me what you want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I should go karaoke somewhere, but we don't have a karaoke place here, do we?
No.
You said that very firmly as if you did not want one. She does not. I would go karaoke. Would you not go karaoke?
I don't know.
You don't want to sing Let's Get Physical.
Do what?
You don't want to sing Let's Get Physical. You like the way I circle back around to that? I'm going to get a whipping. Oh, stop snoring.
He says, I am asleep.
Lord have mercy.
Alone.
Yeah, shipping's always high. Oh gosh, yes. That was the highest. I think that was the highest shipping I've ever paid. Totally worth it, though. I'm here to tell you. Totally worth it. Already putting it back together, David is, because he's like, you're going to end up having to do your water therapy. And I'm like, probably. He's like, oh, just fill the pool up. And I was like, okay, thank you. Used to run a karaoke bar. I've always wanted to go karaoke because I don't care. I will just get up there and sing off key and make a fool of myself. I'll just sing. I have a little at-home karaoke thing. Me and Gypsy played. I played with a few people. My dad loves it because he can scare people with it. That's my dad for you. I might find a way to hang that. I've got hangers, but I think I left them at home. But I'll find it and put one on it. E6000 does wonders. I'm sorry, B7000 does wonders. I would love to go karaoke. I would totally have to sing something Queen related first, though, and then I'd have to sing Chris Cornell's rendition of "Nothing Compares to You." And ouch, I found a very pretty flower. I would have totally put in there, and see, and then I'd have to sing, what else would I have to sing? We got to sing the Here I Go Again on My Own so that you can hit no notes and everyone can laugh. Necessary. I'm the person that like breaks the ice so that everybody else can go up there and act stupid. I'm that person. Bought a white Elvis jumpsuit and hairpiece. Oh, you did not. Pictures or it didn't happen. And you know, we have an Elvis impersonator from here that used to be, what was his job that he got in the county? He got to be a county commissioner. And I'm here to tell you, he could do Elvis, but I'm not sure he could count to 5. But Elvis was great. And he was a really good performer. And he is now on tour doing Elvis stuff. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He gave up his commissioner position. I'm not going to make a snarky joke there because there are so many. But he's on tour doing Elvis impersonations, and he's really good at it. And he's done it since he was like 5 years old, 3 years old, since he was little. So that's like the claim to fame here. One of the guys that has a claim to fame in my area. So weird. On X. You were on what? Well, I thought one night I was sitting on the back porch of my karaoke machine reading about the tragedies and life complications of methamphetamine addiction. David told me not to. But now you bet your sweet Bippy, since she's figured out she's been a hooch, I'm going to have way more fun in my backyard this summer. Ow. I can sing gospel songs to the neighbors. We have one lady, Dad's moving. We have one lady that plays gospel songs on her piano every Sunday morning. So I got to hear that this morning before I left back. And that was kind of nice. I don't mind her playing her gospel songs. But then my neighbors had tilled up 2 like 30-foot rows. But on like, it was so weird because they tilled and then there was shell like walkways and tilled and shell walkway. And I was like, what is that? So when I left, they were out there admiring their work, and I stopped and I said, well, what y'all doing? Well, that's our garden going big this year, 2 whole rows. And I thought, an acre's a decent garden around here. And I said, oh, okay, well, what's the shell rock in the middle for? And he goes, oh, that's our walkway. So when we hoe the garden, we don't have to, walk on mud. And I said, no, you're going to have to move those because the grass is going to grow up under those, and you're going to have to move those and hoe the grass there too, or tiller. And he goes, no, honey, I tilled the grass. It won't grow back. And I thought, okie dokie then. Bye. I left, and I thought, well, here in about a week and a half when I come back up, I bet you he's taking them up and he's had to hoe all of that or retill it. Yeah, it takes all types to make the world go around, and some are just there to have the wind go through their ears and make funny noises. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. I don't know where these things come from. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. That's the life soundtrack. Oh gosh. If y'all want to cross stitch that and send it to me. Lord, okay, that was bad. It was good though. I have rhinestones, of which I'm going to put on the skull, but I have to stop up all the holes first and put beads. I have to put some gems in them. And then I'm going to put them on. Will that fall if I move this stick? It's like craft and Jenga around here. I don't know. I may cut it in 2. Then I'm going to put them on the stick. This seems like an awful long stick for a tiny little skull. I'm just going to say, well, this is the smaller end of this. So I'm going to have to, his cavity's not all the way busted. So, yeah, we're probably going to have to pop that bone. And so I can fit the stick in there. And then I'll glue and seal and resin everything. I'm looking for needle nose pliers. But that's going to be my next thing because I've got to make that. Whoa, you stop dripping, glue gun. That's the next thing I got to make. And eventually I will give Mom back her basement because I've kind of taken over just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, I started shirts. One time I tried to do a shop to do shirts and nobody would buy them. And I thought, you people ain't got no sense of humor. Shirts. Yeah, t-shirts. Just funny t-shirts. I was going to do funny t-shirts. I mean, but nobody understood my country logic, so it didn't go well. I don't know if it's a break bone or not, but we're fixing to find out. Excuse me while I do a craniotomy on this raccoon. It doesn't sound good, but it's not hurting him, I promise. We'll call him T-Pain. Ow. That one ricocheted. Oh, come on. Poppy cranium off. YouTube did not flag me. I'm doing native art. Woo! Got him. Okay. That last one worked, I think. Oh, no, I got him more. He's got a hard skull. People do it in their garden. Well, okay, what are people doing in their garden? Excuse me, did I miss something? with a propane. Oh, did you see that guy that was melting the ice off the driveway with his flamethrower? And I was like, that'd be my son one day. He'll be melting the ice off his driveway with a flamethrower. If y'all knew my kid. But does that not sound like something he do, Mom? Probably. Did you hear that? Probably. It's all about the angle here, and his little skull is not working with me. So we're going to take off the base back here. Ugh, got it in one piece. Ha! Got it. He's going to fit now. He's going to fit now. Oh. Oh, are you giving me teeth? Give me teeth. Knock them out. I want the teeth for jewelry. Give me the teeth. I've turned into a dead animal dentist. Give me the teeth. Come on. Yeah, got it. Y'all watch me do the silliest things. Have you ever noticed that? Native art is awesome. Yeah, but if you do real native art and then you're like pulling the tooth out of a raccoon's skull. I got it. It's going to be an earring. Give me another one. Give me your teeth. Come on, Ralphie. Let me have it. Roy, tell Ralphie to let me have his teeth. I do name these things. I really do. Well, thank you, Colin. You should see my house. It's very strange. I could charge admission. I don't know. Here lately, Dave being a bachelor, it's kind of dirty. Because he never takes his boots off. And it's just, you could grow corn, I believe, in my house right now. I may make him try that. Give me your teeth. Mom, do you have better pliers on your side of the world over there? Tweezers. Oh, those are really... Okay, come on. Let me have it. No. I'm going to get under your puppy out there. Just... Oh, let you go fly and they'll never find it. No, give me. Give me. You don't need it anymore. I do. I have conversations with dead animals. I got it. Dang it, Elvis. Give me your tooth. Oh, Lord have mercy. This would worry the horns off a billy goat. Look at that. That's how good that tooth is in there. It's halfway out and it still give me fits. Fine. You're going to be an earring too. You made me mad. They're pretty though. They match. Do I have... Oh, I have two more matching ones. And then I'll have one for a necklace. Ooh, I'll have a whole set if I don't lose them. If I don't break his jaw. I've no mini dentist like that. Have y'all? Okay, Libby Cats, I'll talk to you soon. You need to probably go to bed anyway. You work a lot. I can't get it out. Anyway, I'm going to work on getting his teeth out. And then I'm going to make some beautiful jewelry tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be jewelry day. I could never be a dentist. But I will upload, as soon as I stop this live, I'll upload the canvases I did today. Ouch. But I left them up top because they were too big for me to pack back and forth. So I left them up top. So I'll have... They've had everything done except for been shellacked, my clear coat, protected coat. So they still have to have that done. But they're up on top of the hill because I wasn't packing them everywhere. And that tooth was not worth it. That was, you needed a root canal. But I'll show you those and then... He's behind his recliner. I just flipped one clean across the... I just flipped one... No, it didn't break. I just flipped the tooth.
See it?
Yeah, I know where it went. I'll get it. I just flipped a tooth 15 feet across the room. So, ha! You're off on Manic Monday. And well, good. It's supposed to rain here most of the week, so we ain't gonna get nothing to do. All of my seeds are coming up. I checked my seeds. My black-eyed Susan vine's coming up, but Mama's is not. Or they're just taking longer than mine. So But I was just there long enough to do that, to do those canvases and stuff. So I don't have like any updates or anything. But I'll throw my canvases up on a community post, and I'm going to be doing a lot of jewelry this week. So I might just, when I go live, put my thing over my hands. I've got one of those things that can bend to go over, and then you can just watch me make jewelry, because I make it on the back porch because the resin stinks. So we'll do that. I'm going to be doing that the next couple of days. Well, it depends on how my hip feels tomorrow, because those chairs out there are iron. That's the thought. We'll see. But jewelry work and sewing, I've got to hem some hats. That's happening this week. And I'm tired. I turned 46 at the end of the month. Somebody thought I was 35 the other day. I thought it was nice, yeah, but it's just because I got fat cheeks and they make me look useful. So, but I'm gonna get off here and find that tooth that I flipped across the basement, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna hope my dog does not snore all night and keep me up. My sunflowers are doing good too. I'm amazed at how good my stuff's doing. Your apple mints recovering. If you need more, I've got more. Lord, they're taking over, so I've got more, and I'll ship them in a bigger bag. Ouch! Or I put them in a Tupperware and put them in a box. You gotta be special to get Tupperware. So, okay, I'm gonna pick up that tooth and call it a night. And that sounded really. Pick up that tooth, call it a night. The things I say, and I'll see you tomorrow. The next day. See you no later than Tuesday. My honey may need to heal tomorrow. So, oh, thank you, Sal. Thank you for sticking in here the whole time. I probably have confused you utterly. So, yep. I will, Savannah. Thank you so much. I'm down here in my hidey hole. Okay, y'all, updates on the crazy lady in the court day as soon as it happens, the 1st of June. So, but until then, nothing. So, all right, I'll talk to you in a day or two. Tomorrow or Tuesday, we'll see how I feel tomorrow. And I'll get to jewelry making. Y'all can watch me do that. So, me and Roy are going to call it a night. Say bye, Roy. Bye. I cut his butt off and made a purse. Hey, listen, you know who you're talking to. Night, everybody. Roy, do you want your